adoration to him as always. And I will, of course, should I say, unfailingly pray in the language of heaven. Some may misunderstand, some of them may try to misconstrue, but one thing is certain right now, in the presence of the Almighty God, Elohim Adonai El Shaddai in heaven, the angels are singing, worshiping, and praising the Most High with the very oldest language on the face of this very earth, the Igbo language. And that's how I'm going to pray. Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla anyị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla anyị ya bụ ọka aka ụbọchị onye ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi mmalite na ọgwụgwụ ndị Igbo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị nwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anakpa akụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa nwere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa udo nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt kocha wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị nweghị iche ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsogbu ụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere anyị pịa obi iji wee gbaa ngwọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwa akpụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile kakasịsi wee gbaa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụrụ ikuri ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị iche ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana nwere onye kere na otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara onye bụ nke a na-ajọ gị. Ise ise ise. Having handed over our proceedings to heaven, we must therefore proceed unfailingly and very speedily to preach this very gospel that we have been mandated to preach.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much. And remember, in this channel, we do not preach hate. We are not preaching hate speech. We are not talking down on people. Neither are we demonizing any tribe. But we are saying the truth and nothing but the truth. We say live and let's live. And for those who have said we will not live, we will not let them live either. We are saying it exactly the way it is. We are not calling out on anybody, talking down on anybody, or demonizing anybody, but saying the truth. Whatever happens, we speak about it. Say it the way it is without hating. That is what we do on this channel. And for every Biafran who is out there fighting for freedom, continue to fight. Ududuans, continue to fight. The Middle Beltans, continue to fight. Be sincere in your fight. Very soon, we are going to be victorious. It doesn't matter what they do. We know that the common enemy we have in the country called Nigeria is the Fulani Janjaweed. It is no longer a hidden thing. And when you say it, it's not a hate speech. When you say that the Fulanis are the enemy, it's not a hate speech. Go and check the statistics of indices of people who are being killed and those who are involved in the killing. It is the Fulanis. You talk about the terrorist group you are talking about. Every terrorist group you see in Nigeria is being funded by the Fulanis. They are the Fulanis. The machineries they have are Fulanis. The machineries they have are not Yorubas, they're not Igbos, they're not Efi, they're not from the south. They are from the north. Fulanis and few Hausas. Those are the people who are coming against the innocent people. So when we say that these people are evil, we are not hating. We are saying exactly the truth of what is happening. As you can see, they are the ones sponsoring every evil that is happening in that contraption through their government. Since the government of Muhammadu Buhari have taken over, even after his death, they are still playing that script. The imposter in Asoro is still playing the script of Muhammadu Buhari, which he wrote down before his death. So whatever is happening now is what Muhammadu Buhari will have desired to happen, because the Fulani Janjaweed, through the Sultan of Sokoto, are having one agenda. And when you see Sultan of Sokoto, Sultan of Sokoto coming out to cry about insecurity or killing, he is just pretending, buying time. He is pretending, he's buying time. Sultan of Sokoto that we know is the chairman and leader of the Fulani Caliphate. trace them all the way from Ottoman Danfodio to Ahmadu Bello to Sultan of Sokoto of today. They are the people who have only the agenda of occupying land. The only agenda they have is to take over Nigeria and dip their Quran into the sea. That is the only agenda. So when you see Sultan of Sokoto coming to talk about insecurity, crying about the killing in the north, he is not sincere about it. He's buying time. He's just deceiving you. He is deceiving. He knows the operation that is going on. He knows what they are doing, and he knows their mission. That is why you see them talking about open grazing the way they are talking about it. Every Fulani is still supporting open grazing in 21st century, talking about going about to go and recover the grazing routes in the north that have been placed, taking over the land of the indigenous tribes in the north. Grazing route, how many decades ago, how many centuries ago that they used the grazing route? Places where people have built their houses, farming that is going on, they want to go and take it and put a cow to be grazing. Cow does not have any economic contribution to Nigeria. Cow cannot even produce enough milk for Nigerians, let alone exporting. The meat cannot even be exported because the meat is diseased. No country will accept Fulani meat. No country will accept the exportation of Fulani meat. They themselves don't even consume the meat. They send it to the south. It is the Southerners that are consuming the meat. The destructive meat, the disease they are sending to the south, we are not complaining, but yet they are sleeping. That is not even enough for them. Now what they want is to kill us and take our land by force. And they want us to be silent. We can't be silent. Even though they have been able to capture the political leaders in the south. You can see what is going on. The political leaders in the south, the governors came together to say that they want to enact a law against open grazing. They gave September as a mandate for them to put it. This mandate was given 2 months back on September. After all said and done, it's only few states in the southern part of Nigeria that we are able to enact that law today. Some are still holding on. They were not able to enact the law because of cowardice. Some are not still going to put on the law because of their interest, their personal interest, because of their loyalty to the caliphate. They don't want to enact the law. You see a terrorist organization coming to threaten governors. Terrorist organization coming to threaten governors for enacting a law that is going to protect their people. What a shame. This is what we see in a country that is not functioning. This is what we see in a jungle, not in a country. Nigeria is a jungle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so kind to even call them a zoo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so kind. They're supposed to be thanking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and be praying for him for calling them a zoo, because a zoo is much more organized. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so kind to call them a zoo. Today you see what is happening. Everywhere is being destroyed. Nothing is working. The governors of the southern part of Nigeria cannot be able to stand, more especially governors for the southeastern part of Nigeria. These people are a bunch of cowards who cannot even speak up for their people. You see the debate of VAT that is going on today. Have you heard the voice of any governor from the southeast? The debate of VAT that is going on, value added tax that is going on today. Have you heard any governor from the southeast speaking? It's Rivers State and Lagos State. But the governors in the southeast are supposed to carry these things on their head because they are the ones suffering most. They take your money, take your tax to go and develop their own place, even without having any any federal government present in the southeastern part of Nigeria. They don't have present in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Nothing that has to do with federal government in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Yet they come to take your VAT to Abuja to go and share for people who are irresponsible, who has nothing to offer. But no governor for the southeastern part of Nigeria is speaking about this. That is to show you the kind of people we have as governors. The political set we have in the southeastern part of Nigeria. When they did the election of when they talked about the electronic transfer of vote, you see the people what they voted. Southeastern people voted no, except Abaribe, that we know that Abaribe voted yes for the electronic transfer of result. Abaribe, the only man we have in the southeast, was the only person that voted. Others, Ojuzo Kalu and Co, they voted no. That is the kind of people we have. The open grazing issue, you have seen Hope Uzodinma came out openly to speak against the open grazing. That is not part of it. Maybe you would think it's a joke. Watch the video.
Anti-grazing law. I don't have any law in Imo State for anti-grazing. But what we have done, we are regulating grazing activities in Imo State under a partnership between our farmers and our headers. They signed an MOU in my office and they agreed to work together. And both parties are going about their businesses without interfering or causing any grievance or anger to each other.
That is somebody. The Supreme Court governor in Imo State. He refused to enact law. And he is bent on constructing Ruga in Imo State by force, taking land from the people of Imo State by force to give to the Fulanis because they gave him a governorship that he didn't merit. They took him from number 4 to make him a governor. Because of that, he will kill everybody in the Imo State to make sure that he obeys the law, the rule of the caliphate. He will do everything possible to make sure that he play the role of Sultan of Sokoto in Imo State. And he has been doing it, killing as many as he can. Recently, you see him inviting Muhammad Buhari with his cohorts, even when the people openly have rejected them. That is the situation we find ourselves, and it will not get better any soon. It will not get better. This same Hope Uzodinma who has said he's not part of the open grazing law. I want you to see the protest that people are holding in Luguta, Imo State. His plan to take land, when we are telling you that he wants to take land, people think it's a joke. I want you to watch this protest in Imo State and know what is going on in Imo State. The plan of Hope Uzodinma to take land of indigenous people and hand over to the Fulanis. Watch.
No land for Ruga! 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 Akakwenu ndị akabụ no ihe a ha megokwe protest ha shi na ha akabụ na akabụ autonomous community no Uguta local government ha kwere mege protest na ala ha n'ebe a na-akpọ Benkov ndị gọọmenti bịara through TC chairman with other government delegates bịa meet eze shi na ha chụrụ ala gọọmenti ha chụrụ from federal government. I go kwa na sha na anyị nwe ha ala na-enye for anything. Ala is already not available for any project for Ruga. Okwa ihe kwemege protester. Akabumma mmanụ. Information na anyị nwetere na enwere ndị ashibi ewere ala anyị abịa gbeze anyị na ha chọrọ ala. Ekube ha ekwu akabe ha aka ihe ọzọ anyị nụrụ na abịlị ma biko na abịlị meke akaba dị ha wee ihe awụ individual lands ebe a ka anyị na-esi akpata ihe anyị na-eri anyị enweghị ọrụ ọzọ eji mara akabụ na aha ọrụ ugbo na ala ka anyị na-akọta ihe anyị na-eri gọọmenti amaghị maka anyị ala anyị ka anyị na-eji eri ha hapụla anyị ala anyị onye ọbụla diluge with anybody diluge with fraudster. Akabu never in any way agreed to sell an inch of land to anybody, any government office. Talk less of Ruga or whatever nonsense they're calling it. We do not want. We want to live our life in peace. Let us continue the way we are living. That is all. Government project, we have not seen any before. We are not getting anything from the government. Governor or whatever government, we have none of their support in anything we are doing. We are surviving on our own. Yes, sir. And we wish to continue that way. Ndewo. Yes. No land for Ruga. 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 Akabukwenu. Akabukwenu. Kwenu. Kwezonu. Biko always okwu. Na ibara we go see nwute anyị n'ụbọchị taa. Na achọrọ iwere ala anyị nyefee ndị anyị na-amaghị ndị ha ahụ ha na-abịa chi wetara nke a na-akpọ Ruga so anyị si na ya chọghị ụdị ihe rote ahụ and ile anya ebe a niile ala niile n'ebe atụchara ya and the individual and non-individual egochara ala niile n'ebe atinyecha ya bikon so anyị nweghịzi an inch anyị achọghị ha ga-emechi ya na-erepụ onwe anyị anyị na-agbagharị gị ọsọ so anyị achọghị ụdị ihe rote ahụ ndewo no
kwenu, akabulienu, mwenu. I'm Honorable Edward Onejawa. This Allah I say, I am Mandanachi Wode. I'm one of the landlords. Eba na running the course of Unkaika Gajino Ruga. Yaka Simba, Naga Eque, I got Nabatia. I when here the entire south to Kursina, no way for Ruga, no way for open crescent. So that's our stance here today. Thank you.
No land for Ruga, 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 no.
That is the situation. It is not what we are saying are facts. That is why when we bring information, we play video for you to know what is actually going on. When you see them, they come and play to the gallery and be telling you all manner of lies. Tell all manner of lies. They tell you all manner of lies, not knowing that they are doing a different thing underground. Look at the protests going on. People are trying to take the land of people and give to Fulanis. How has Fulanis become the topic of the day? Right from how has Fulani become more important than your own citizens? These are the people that boast to have the land mass. They boast to have land mass. Still, that land mass is not enough for them. That land mass is not enough for them to develop. They say that the desertification is causing them to come down to the south. Desertification is causing you to go to Ghana. The same way you can pipe oil from the Biafra land to Kaduna, why don't you pipe water? Why don't you pipe water from Biafra land to Kaduna to water your land and make sure that your land produces grass that will feed your animals? If you are sincere. If you can lay a pipe all the way from the southeastern part of Nigeria to Kaduna, lay a pipe all the way from Biafra land to Niger Republic, why wouldn't you lay a pipe to draw water to water your own land? Why won't you do that? If not that the only agenda you have is grabbing of land. It is clear you want to grab land by all means possible, but we say no to that. It doesn't matter how they do it. It doesn't matter how they plan it. They will never succeed. They will never succeed. You see their scam visit, the scam visit of Buhari in Imo State. It can't change anything. You can see when Channel Television was asking this idiot about the visit, he denied everything. These are the people who are talking about Igbo presidency. These are the people who are talking about so many things. Those things that we are clamoring for, none of them was discussed in Igbo State, confirmed by Hope Uzodinma. None of those things that we are clamoring for was discussed. Their so-called Igbo presidency, their restructuring, none was mentioned. Tell me what Buhari came to do in Imo State, if not to spit on the grave of our heroes. Heroes who are fighting for their people. It is sad. This is where we found ourselves. But Hope Uzodinma will surely pay dearly for what he's doing to the people of Biafra. Hope Uzodinma will pay dearly for what he's doing to the people of Imo State. It will only take time. You can only be governor for at least 8 years. After 8 years, what next? You can't live in Abuja forever. And if you decide to live in Abuja forever, so be it. But you must surely pay for everything you are doing against the Southeast and against the Igbos. You must surely pay with your own life. You must surely pay. It's a question of time. These people have sold their soul to the devil. We see talking about the southern part of Nigeria. The southern part of Nigeria, there are people who are carrying the one Nigeria on their shoulder, yet they cannot be able to make demand. They are so scared, the political elite. They are so scared. As long as their loot is being protected, as long as their family is being protected, as long as they are being appointed assistant of this and assistant of that, they are just okay. They don't care about the poor masses. It doesn't matter what the poor masses are asking for. It doesn't matter what the poor masses desire. They will never fight for you and I. That is why we have to say no election in Biafra land mainly. Biafrans can never participate in any election again. They can never participate in any election. It doesn't matter where they plan it or how they do it. Biafrans will never participate in any election. And you cannot hold any election in Biafra land. We are not boycotting. We say no election. You can't hold it. If you think you can, try. As many as you are going to use to perpetrate that evil, they will die in Biafra land. That is a promise. And you will kill them by yourself. They will die, as usual. We want them. If they don't listen, it's up to them. The southern part of Nigeria has to wake up. It is time to wake up and take your freedom. Nobody will hand you over freedom. You have to take it. Nobody will hand you over freedom. We say it every now and again. Nobody can hand you over freedom. You need to take it. And this is the time to take the freedom. Remember the call that Obadiah Melafia is calling. Dr. Professor Obadiah Melafia, the call that he's making. That every Christian in that very country called Nigeria, it doesn't matter your location, it doesn't matter your tribe. If you're a Christian, join the 1 week sit at home protest. 1 week sit at home protest by every Christian. The call wasn't made by IPOB. They borrowed leave from IPOB, knowing fully well that the sit at home works. Now, every Christian in Nigeria has to participate in it. Your GOs might try to discourage you, but it is time for you to take your freedom by yourself. Everybody to your tent, O Israel. Nobody is going to answer for you. If you are still listening to your GO who told you not to participate, well, your GO has a security going with him. Government are giving him allocation. What about you? Who do you have protecting you? He will give you a flyer. And when he's going, a security man is going with him. Who is deceiving who? It is time for you to stand for yourself. Join the 1 week sit at home for you to secure yourself. For you to air your opinion at least. At least let the world know that some people are suffering in that very country called Nigeria. Shut down the nation for 1 good week. Let the Christians do it. They can do it if they want to. Christians can do it. They are the one controlling the economy. They are the one controlling every sector that is meaningful in that country called Nigeria. These people have nothing to offer. They claim they are in power. They have nothing to offer. We are the one giving them the power that they have. Why don't you take that power back for 1 week and see if there will not be a change? It is a genuine call that every freedom fighter in Nigeria has to embrace. A genuine call that every well-meaning person in that country called Nigeria must to embrace. We have to answer the call. Join the 1 week sit at home. It will make a change. And that contraction will never remain the same anymore. Remember, our target is referendum. So that the voice of the people will have. The people have to choose and decide where they want to be, how they want to live, and what name they want to bear. That is what we're asking for. Nobody can stop it. No 2 or 3 people will come together to decide for the masses what they want. Just as the southeastern governors are trying to force themselves to force their own opinion on the people. But Biafrans will never accept that. You can't force opinion to Biafrans. You see, each time I talk, I say, I wish we can have half of Samuel Oto, Governor Samuel Oto of Benue State. He's doing wonderfully well. In as much as in politics, he's a politician, at least he can be able to speak up for his people against all odds. Against all odds. And if you want to know a governor who is doing the bidding of his people, see Samuel Oto, Governor Samuel Oto. I pray for him every day, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to keep him and strengthen him, and give him somebody who can follow the same footstep and do what he's doing. These are the kind. I wish we can have half of Samuel Oto governors who can behave have the half of attitude of Governor Samuel Oto. The Southeast will never be the way it is today. Look at Samuel Oto. In the southern part of Nigeria, you speak and it is very clear that the masses are not with you. IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the only voice that speaks for the masses. And what the masses want is freedom. What they want is referendum to decide their fate, where they want to be. They don't want to be part of the killing and Janjaweed again. The same thing in Benue State. And you can see the Benue State supporting their people. Benue State governor speaking the mind of the people. And when you speak the mind of people, you see the support you get from your people. Your people will be behind you. I want you to watch this video and see the way the people of Benue are behind their governor, because he is saying in their opinion. That is the way to make coverage. When you are doing the right thing, you cover the people, different set of people speaking for their people openly. Watch this video.
They are not going to stop this law.
Yes, so
they have to show us now. All of them seeking to step in his shoes. Those shoes are very big. If your feet are not big, you cannot wear them. So while they are campaigning, they should tell us how they are going to continue with this law. Because if you are lily-hearted, you cannot do it. Yes. You must have a big heart to do what His Excellency is doing. Yes. He needs support, not verbal support, not just prayers. We should support him physically by our actions, by talking to our constituents, by going out there and mobilizing people.
Women have assembled here today to support the position of the Benue State government. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Otom, over the continuous killing of the Benue sons and daughters. We are here to condemn in totality the killings that the Fulani headsmen have continued to kill, and we are calling on the federal government. We are calling on the federal government, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, to stop the killing in Benue State. Every other state, some other states in the northern region are also supporting the ban on open grazing. For instance, Zamfara State, he was on television a few days ago. Sokoto State have lent their voices. Katsina State have also lent their voices. They are also condemning and stopping the carriage of animals in vehicles. That is the extent, because this is what the herdsmen are holding on to, continue to penetrate and kill people. We are saying no to the killing of Benue sons. We are asking the federal government to put a stop to it and to release all that he has promised Benue State to support, and to return the IDPs back to their homes for them to have a fulfilled life.
We condemn in all ramifications what is going on in Benue State. As a state, we deserve security. We deserve happiness. We deserve governance. And if our governor doesn't have the rest of mind to look at the problems and govern this state, I don't think it is fair. And we think that everybody has their own jurisdiction. And this is where we voted him in power, and we are all supporting him in all ramifications so that he can stand and do exactly what he was voted for. He is to protect life and property and to protect the state. And we are standing here to say unequivocally that we are solidly behind our governor, Samuel Otom.
We call on you to redress your steps. You should be fighting that the 10 billion promise for Benue State should come here, and it's not coming. It's not released. That is what we expect of you. For whom much has been given, much is what? Expected. We've given you a lot in schools. The present government building schools in Benue State. If we are not alive, can we attend schools? No! So we want to be alive, and the governor is fighting for our life. Yes.
And we are protecting him back. Yes. When you stand behind the governor, yes, we shall support the governor. Yes. Our second point we have come here to make today. They may be making utterances and statements to tarnish his political career. But that is just the beginning. Mr. Governor will not just stop as the governor of the state. Yes. Mr. Governor, by God's grace, will one day lead this country. Yes. And so we are going to affirm our support.
I'm not going to be intimidated.
Yes.
I remain committed. You elected me in 2015 and in 2019. Against all odds, you elected me. So I remain committed to you. And so I want to assure you, nobody is going to tamper with the desire of Benue people. The prohibition of open grazing has come to stay. And no one will intimidate us from rescinding that decision. In Benue State, everybody is free, whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, you're an atheist, you're a pagan, you're free to operate in Benue State. Whether you're a Fulani man, Hausa man, Idoma man, Igbo man, or Yoruba man, you're free to operate here in Benue State without harassments, as long as you obey the laws of our land. So that is it. Don't be afraid. There is no Ruga in Benue State. There is no cattle colony in Benue State. There is no open grazing in Benue State. There is no grazing reserve in Benue State. There is no 108 settlement center in Benue State. There is no cattle route in Benue State. And so I want to assure you that I remain committed to you, and I'm grateful for all of you for always praying for me, for always standing with me. And by the grace of God, we shall overcome. Because we seek for justice, equity, and fairness. Those people who criticize me, including our honorable minister, I want him to defend those things that are raised against the presidency. Let them open up and tell us which one is wrong. It's not just by playing around the whole thing.
That is Samuel Otto making the difference in the whole of Nigeria. He stands out. The only man that says it the way it is without looking at against every odds. He doesn't care. He speaks up whenever he needs to speak up and follow it up. That is a governor that we wish to have in the southeastern part of Nigeria. But eventually, we don't have any governor in the southeastern part of Nigeria. We don't have any representation whatsoever in the southeastern part of Nigeria. We are on our own. The only person we have in the southeastern part of Nigeria is our Supreme Mazen Nandekano, who is fighting for us. And finally, they went to Kenya and kidnapped him, abducted him, and brought him to Nigeria. Then expect us to still laugh with them. It is not possible. Mazen Nandekano must be released unconditionally. He must be released unconditionally. He must be released. And it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how long they hold. It doesn't matter what they do. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Mazen Nandekano will be free. Mazen Nandekano will lead us to Biafra land. Mazen Nandekano will raise the flag of Biafra. Mazen Nandekano will stand out wherever you take him to. Mazen Nandekano will continue to be innocent. Mazen Nandekano will continue to be healthy, strong, bold, and stronger than ever. May Chukwu Kabe must strengthen him. And very soon, we'll move into Biafra land with our supreme leader Mazen Nandekano to celebrate finally and be in a nation that we can be proud of. Thank you so much for watching, wherever you're watching from. And remember this. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.